Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. My name is Samantha Genzer. I'm going to be your show host for you guys today. We have a very exciting show for you guys. It is Thursday, June 6th, but I feel like it feels like Friday, and that is confusing with my brain right now. So that's another story. But today we're going to be covering a little preview of the 2024 ShopRite LPGA Classic, the best players in the NWSL season so far, those that are leading in home runs in college softball, the gymnasts competing in the U.S. Olympic Gymnastics Trials, and of course make sure you guys stay to the end to hear about predictions for the NCAA D1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Before we begin, I wanted to ask that you guys like and follow the show, and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. Also, we do get a lot of questions and comments that come from viewers during the show, so to ensure that your questions get read on the air and answered, I ask that you use the link gsmcpodcast.net. This puts your questions at the top of the list so that I see them, and of course, it really does help the show. We really do appreciate all your guys' support. Again, the link is gsmcpodcast.net. Now, let's get started. I hope you guys enjoy today's show. So, we're going to be starting today's episode with predictions and a little preview of the 2024 ShopRite LPGA Classic. I was about to say U.S. Women's Open. I'm like, nope, that already took place. So, the Classic will start tomorrow and will be going till the 9th. The Classic is shaping up to be an exciting tournament with several top contenders poised to make significant impact. The competition will take place in New Jersey, just outside Atlantic City, not Atlanta City, my bad. The U.S. Women's Classic was a week ago, which took place at the Lancaster Country Club, and for the Classic this weekend, the course is pretty much the exact opposite as the one at Lancaster. The Seaview Resort is a historic golf venue. The majestic white hotel sits above 36 holes, designed by two of the great architects of the golden age of golf courses. The William Flynn Pines course heads inland behind the hotel, and Donald Ross's Bay course extends from the front porch out toward the sea. The Bay course stretches to 6,197 yards and plays to be a par 71. The shortest test on tour, the women will play 8 pars for under 400 yards. Even the average par 5 is only 490 yards. The weather looks to be pretty good this weekend and pretty low winds. I think 15 miles per hour for winds this weekend, so it shouldn't be too windy. After a brutal week in Pennsylvania, these women's will be in full attack mode. A field of 144 players will be cut to the low 65 and ties after 36 holes. The purse is $1.75 million, and first place receives a check for $262,500. In more ways than one, it certainly is a reality check, as the winner a week ago in Lancaster, Yuka Sasso, won over $2 million for her winning efforts. The average winning 55-hole score is 14 under par for the last decade. 6 of the last 10 winners are major champions, and that aligns with our 2-time winning handicapping strategy. So let's talk about some predictions, some betting odds, so you guys can make some smart bets here. Okay, so in my opinion, the best bet to win is Ayaka Ferru. Ayaka Ferru has shown excellent form in recent tournaments. As of 2023, she had multiple wins on the LPGA Tour. She finished in 6th at the Open this last weekend and is top 10 in the field for approach play and putting. Consistency in top-tier events is a good indicator of potential success in future tournaments like the ShopRite Classic. Her ability to adapt in different courses and conditions is another vital factor here. Also, Ferru possesses a well-rounded game with particular strengths in areas critical for success in golf, such as driving accuracy, putting, and course management. These skills are essential for tackling the specific challenges of the Stockton Seaview Hotel and Golf Club. But I do want to say that we have seen in the U.S. Women's Open last weekend that Nelly Korda, the #1 professional women's golfer right now, did not have a good weekend, and that could be the same for Ferru. So my point here is that golf competitions often have surprises in the results. If you have a bad weekend, you could just be totally not doing good on the scoreboard, I guess. In golf, I feel like it reflects a lot in golf, so that's just something to put out there. That I would not bet your entire bank account on one person in this competition. Now, for the best head-to-head bet, I have Marina Alex over Jenny Shin. Alex has finished top 20 in 4 straight sets. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm about to sneeze. 4 straight start sets on the Bay course. Accuracy over length, Alex's game is well suited for the rigors Ross presents near Atlantic City. Shin has a couple of top 10s in Seaview in their last 2 starts, but I worry about how her... I'm so sorry, guys. I had to sneeze. Sorry, guys. Like I said, she had a couple of top 10s at Seaview in her last 2 starts, but I do worry about how her putter is performing right now. She survived Lancaster Country Club, but that was a 2-putt test. I don't believe she can capitalize enough to cover Marina's many years of solid starts down the shore, in my opinion. And then here's the best bet of the week. Alban Valenzuela to finish top 10. Valenzuela is first in the field on approach. Over her last 2 starts at the ShopRite, she has finished 6th and 4th. She excels at Seaview because she hits a ton of greens and regulations. She's impressive overall from the tee to green, ranked 2nd, and in the past 2 years, she has also putted well. Her consistent performances at Seaview, coupled with her strong recent form, makes her a solid choice for a top 10 finish. Also, her ability to handle the nuances of this particular course, where precision and steady putting are crucial, enhances her chances of securing a high placement in the tournament. I have a lot of confidence in her. I think she's going to be coming out here with a lot of surprises and be impressing a lot of people. And then here are some other people I recommend watching. Of course, Hannah Green. Guys, I'm a huge fan of her. Hannah Green is a player to watch at the ShopRite LPGA Classic for several reasons. As a major champion, having won the 2019 KPMG Women's PGA Championship, Green has demonstrated her ability to excel under high-pressure conditions. Her strong iron play is particularly well suited to the Seaview Hotel and Golf Club, where precision and accuracy on the greens can significantly impact scoring. If she enters the tournament in good form, as evidenced by recent performances on the LPGA Tour, this momentum could be crucial. Green's adaptability to different courses and conditions, especially the coastal and often windy environment of the ShopRite Classic, especially at Atlantic City, further enhances her competitiveness. Additionally, her determined and competitive spirit, coupled with a growing fan base, not only boosts her performance, but also makes her a crowd favorite, especially for me. I mean, these attributes make Hannah Green a compelling player to keep an eye on during the tournament, so just putting that out there. And then, of course, Minjee Lee is another golfer to consider watching at the ShopRite Classic. With multiple LPGA Tour victories, including majors, Lee has consistently demonstrated her capability to perform at the highest levels of the sport. Her game was characterized by a strong all-around skill set with particular strengths in driving accuracy and short game precision, which are crucial for navigating the challenges of the Seaview Hotel and Golf Club. Lee's ability to stay calm and composed under pressure is one of her standout traits, I think, and in her particularly I see that. This mental resilience is especially important in tournament settings where conditions can change rapidly, like I mentioned with Corda, such as the coastal winds often encountered at the ShopRite Classic. I think there will be some winds, even though the prediction doesn't say it's going to be too bad, I guess, but any winds is going to influence something. Also, Minjee Lee's proficiency in putting and her strategic approach play can give her a distinct advantage on a course where accurate shot making leads to viable birdie opportunities. Moreover, Lee's international experience and success in diverse competitions and conditions like weather and such underscore her adaptability, making her a formidable competitor in any field, really. I always recommend watching her. Her consistency and track record of top finishers make her not just a player to watch, but also a potential contender for the title. But I'm hoping she's in the top 10. I do think she's going to be in the top 10. Okay, also, MG Hee. While perhaps not as widely recognized as some of the top stars on the LPGA Tour, she possesses unique strengths that make her a player to watch at this classic. As an emerging talent, MG Hee brings fresh energy and a new style of play that can be both exciting for spectators and challenging for competitors. Her skill development, particularly if she has shown significant improvements in areas like driving accuracy, putting, or course management, aligns well with the demands of the Seaview Hotel and Golf Club, which requires strategic play and precise execution. Also, her adaptability rapidly on the tour suggests potential for surprising breakthroughs and notable performances. Additionally, mental toughness and the ability to maintain focus and composure in high-pressure situations are invaluable traits that could lead to impressive results at the tournament, and especially by her being relatively new or less known also provides the powerful motivation. The drive to establish oneself and earn recognition can push a player to perform beyond expectations. Ultimately, given these factors, MG He could certainly make a significant impact and is someone to keep an eye on during this weekend. Lastly, no shocker I'm saying this here, Athaya Thitikul is an exciting talent to watch at the ShopRite LPGA Classic, having quickly established herself as a formidable competitor on the LPGA Tour. One of her most notable qualities is her impressive early achievements. She has won several tournaments, showcasing her ability to secure victories against seasoned professionals. Thitikul is also known for her frequently finishing the top tier of the leaderboard, a crucial trait for success in multi-day tournaments like the one this weekend. Her all-around game is robust with excellent skills in driving, iron play, and putting, allowing her to adapt to various courses and conditions. During her youth, Thitikul has demonstrated remarkable mental toughness and poise under pressure, which is essential in close-fought rounds. To add her international experience, having competed on different types of golf courses against diverse fields of competitors, equips her well for the challenges of the Classic this weekend. Thitikul's blend of skill, consistency, and mental strength not only elevates her profile, but also adds an exciting dynamic to the tournament, making her one of the promising talents to keep an eye on. She also did very well last weekend at Lancaster Country Club, so I have a lot of faith that she's going to be interesting this weekend as well. Now we are going to move on to our next segment where we talk about the best players in the NWSL so far. So before we get into that, we're going to be taking a quick break. So I will see you guys very soon.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done doing a little preview of the 2024 ShopRite LPGA Classic this weekend, and now we're going to talk about the best players in the NWSL so far this season. Before we begin, I wanted to remind you guys to like and follow the show and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. We also get a lot of questions from viewers during the show, so to make sure that your comments get read and answered on the air, I recommend using the link. Once again, the link is gsmcpodcast.net. We really do appreciate the support. It makes a huge difference, guys. And make sure you guys stay to the end of the show to hear about predictions for the D1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so this is in no particular order. I just want to point that out here. These are just a list of people that have been standouts so far this season. So the order means nothing. It's also kind of, okay, I guess, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe this is disorganized. But when I was, putting my list of best plays out there, I wasn't putting in, categories of positions or categories of, teams. So I apologize that if it seems disorganized. But this is also in no particular order, so this is not saying these are the best from the season and whatnot. Because if I were going to do that, this order would be different. But that is not what we're doing here today. Except, although the first person I do think is the number one best player in this season so far. Barbara Banda, yay! Like, obviously I'm saying that. She plays for the Orlando Pride, and as we know, the Pride takes first right now in the league. They are in a winning streak right now, and I think they are the absolute best team in the league this year. For the last 5 games, Banda has started each game and has scored a goal in all but one. In May's first match with the North Carolina Courage, Banda scored 2 goals. In the May 5th match with the Racing Louisville, Banda scored 1 goal. At the May 19th match with the Seattle Reign, she scored 2 goals. And lastly, at the May 24th match with the Portland Thorns, she scored another 2 goals. She has been leading her team and the league with goals scored and has also been successful in assists, including 3 braces in the last 5 games, which is a huge part as to why her team has been so successful this season. In my opinion, she is the best forward in the league and maybe even the best offensive player. Moving on, we have Trinity Rodman from the Washington Spirit. She is a winger for them. She is more involved in defensive actions than most defenders in the league and contributes significantly to the Spirit's success in the season. In the 10 matches she's played, she has had 3 goals and 4 assists. She's had 15 shots on target so far, so I think 3 out of 15 is a good percentage at the moment. For her, she's definitely a standout winger on the team. Like, when you're looking at the team, like, when you are truly just watching that side of the field, that team, when the Washington Spirit are going against their opponents, she really stands out as a player, and she's been playing a lot of minutes. Next, we got to talk about Corey Bethune from Washington Spirit. She's an attacking midfielder. Bethune immediately stepped into the number 10 role for the Spirit and scored 3 important goals. She also ranked in the top 10 in chance creation and pass completion percentage in the final third in the league. The NWSL can be unforgiving to rookies. I also forgot to mention she is a rookie this year, so this is super impressive that she is on this list. So, the league can be unforgiving to rookies, but right now, Bethune is making the case for a chance for the U.S. women's national team, which is huge. She started 11 games so far, and she has scored 4 goals and had 8 assists. She's had 9 goals on target so far, so that's a great ratio there, obviously. I'm really impressed by her. She's always been known when she was playing for college soccer, but now that she's on the NWSL league, it's like a whole different world has opened up for her. Now we got to bring up an amazing defender. Naomi Girma on the San Diego Wave has been dominating her center back position. She was a finalist for MVP as rookie in 2022, and this year I think she could possibly take an MVP honor. She's strong, speedy, and a solid backline for the team. I feel like she builds most of the confidence for the team, for the defense on the team, and what I mean by that is if everyone else just had an off day and let the ball go right through their legs, they could trust Girma to defend their goal with the center back position. One of the biggest aspects you need in the center back is trust, and the San Diego Wave can trust Girma, and that's how I sort of decide if someone is a good center back or not. She's like a wall for the team, I feel like. She's really impressed me. Next, we have the iconic, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to say this name correct, Bia Sanarato, the forward on the Kansas City Current. She's had 4 goals and 2 assists so far, and she has had 6 shots on target, so that percentage is looking great. She's unstoppable, simply put. Twice this season, the forward has made a defender bounce off of her like a Super Bowl striking payment before she buried one of her 4 goals. No player has been more involved in attacking sequences per 90 minutes, and she's tied for the lead in duels, which is a byproduct of the current smothering high press. What would make her a stronger forward is if her teammates can help her make more opportunities. She has gotten a lot of opportunities so far displayed by her goals and assists, but still the Kansas City Current is not the strongest team in the league right now, and they all need to make more opportunities offensively. She has amazing shooting abilities, and she's fast, so she can be trusted by her team offensively, and I think she is. I just do wish I have seen more opportunities on the offensive side for the Kansas City Current so far in this league. Also, on the Kansas City Current team is Temwa Chawinga as their winger, and she's been definitely a standout player. She's running onto the ball, and behind must literally be every defender's worst nightmare right now. Chewinga also has 4 goals and 2 assists, and she's a big reason why Kansas City is undefeated with 17 goals scored. Few players can change the game like she does, and she's unstoppable, just like, I'm gonna try to say this last name correctly again. Guys, I'm so sorry, I'm so bad at names. She's unstoppable just like a Zanerato. I believe that's actually how you say that, Zanerato. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is Kansas City Current has been doing really good. I don't want to say they have been making very good opportunities offensively since they are literally undefeated and they've had a lot of goals. But I was just saying I do wish that I have seen Bia Zanerato make more goals, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, next I gotta mention Ashley Sanchez, a forward on the North Carolina Courage. She started all 11 games for her team and scored 1 goal and had 3 assists. When comparing her to the other forwards we talked about in the segment, it seems like she isn't one of the best forwards in the league. But I personally think she is. She's a playmaker and she can make stuff happen in the attack, which is something the team, including the USWNT, that should consider having her on the team again, like desperately needs with the Olympics right now in the corner. Okay, I don't know if that made any sense, but the USWNT is still looking for people on the team, and I think they should reconsider having her on the team because she's a playmaker and they need that, especially with the Olympics coming up. But also, I was saying that in the league, in the NWSL, I think she's one of the best forwards because she's a playmaker. Even if she's not scoring 1,000 goals in one game, she is helping her teammates score a bunch of goals. She's contributed a lot to assists, so she's been making stuff happen. Moving on to Taylor Flint, a star midfielder for the Racing Louisville. She received Team of the Month honors for her hot start to the season, as announced by the league in the beginning of May. She was named to the league's best 11 for the month of March and April after a standout 7 games, playing every minute while helping Louisville club to its first 6-match unbeaten run. She also ranks first in the NWSL in block shots, interceptions, and tackles, 1. Second in duels, 1. Fourth in aerial duels, 1. And 5th in possession recoveries among non-goalkeepers. She's also 3rd on the team in progressive passes and shots on target. Because of her impressive seasons, Flynn has made 12 appearances in the USWNT, scoring 2 goals and helping the Stars and Stripes to a CONCACAF Women's Championship in 2022. She's always been an amazing player, and this isn't shocking that she's on this list, that she's one of the best players in the league so far. She just always is here as one of the best players. Same with Barbara Brando. Like, they're always going to be one of the best players in the league. Now, we got to mention another defender here, and I wanted to put some spotlight on the defenders from the Orlando Pride because they wouldn't be in the lead right now if they didn't have an unbreakable defense. The 2 defenders on the Pride that really stand out to me are Emily Sams and Kylie Strom. Sam started the season playing her usual position at center back, but she shifted the last few matches to an outside fullback she's really thrived in that role, underscoring her versatility as a player. Getting involved in the attack while also being 4th in the league in tackles won and the defensive 3rd goes to show just how versatile she has been for this team. And then you can't forget the absolute screamer she scored against the Seattle Reign for her first goal with the Pride, which is insane. Kylie Strom, who played all last year as a left back and thrived there, having a career year in 2023, is another standout so far this season. Much like Sam, she shifted inside to play alongside Raphael at center back, and she continues to be a massive presence in defense and offense, often being the initiator of plays down the other end of the pitch. In Strom's stead, Carrie Abello has locked down the left back role, leading the team in tackles and sitting 12th in all of the NWSL in that stat. Lastly, I wanted to mention 2 standout goalkeepers in the NWSL. Anna Morehouse from the Atlanta Pride has been the self-proclaimed tree to the cuties for the back line. She's leading the league in clean sheets and 3rd in goals conceded. She has helped make the Pride defense one of the toughest to break down the season, giving their first place position in the league at the moment. It hasn't just been her shot-stopping ability that has been impactful, it's her ability to coordinate and manage the defense in front of her as well. As the tree, she helps the defenders and even midfielders in front of her stay rooted in their communication, making sure everyone is on the same page as they build out the back. With the way the Pride like to play, her position is one of the most influential in terms of building into the attack, whether it's simple passes into the defensive line or a boot downfield. Each decision she makes plays a part in how the Pride decide to attack, is what I am saying here. And I think that she is the best goalkeeper in the league right now. But following in second, the other goalkeeper I wanted to mention is Casey Murphy for the North Carolina Courage. I apologize right here. The picture has Orlando Pride. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We're all human. We all make mistakes, guys. I'm very sorry. But she plays for the North Carolina Courage, not the Orlando Pride. During last year's season, she made 20 starts, collecting 9 clean sheets, and made 46 saves, and then was named to the NWSL Best 11 for the month of June. During this year's season, she has still been the same dominating goalkeeper for the league alongside Morehouse. She's had 4 clean sheets so far and 29 saves. She's a hard defender for the North Carolina Courage and has really taken leadership on the field for the team. Now we're going to move on to our next segment where we talk about the college softball's all-time home run leaders. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very, very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.
Looking for your daily fix of sports talk without having to pay for it? GSMC Sports Network is available on YouTube. Just search GSMC Sports Network. Get your fix of daily sports talk shows on YouTube, absolutely free. NFL, college football, NBA, MLB, MMA, UFC, fantasy football, and so much more. GSMC Sports Network has shows running all day long, with new sports shows starting every 2 hours. Just like on your favorite cable sports channel, except GSMC Sports Network is absolutely free. Just search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube to catch one of your new favorite shows, like the GSMC College Football Podcast, Chip Shot Football Podcast, Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, GSMC Basketball Podcast, and so many more. Check it out for yourself. GSMC Sports Network, now available on YouTube absolutely free. Search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube right now.
Welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the best players in the NWSL so far this season, and now we're going to talk about college softball's top all-time home run leaders. We're just going to get I was like trying to say right and straight at the same time. We're going to get right and straight into it. That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Basically what I'm saying is we're going to get right into this. Okay, at 93 home runs is Addison Barnard from Wichita State University from the years 2021 to 2024. In her freshman year, she was named to the American Athletic Conference All-Academic Team and the Athletic Director's Honor Roll. She earned her, I'm sorry, my screen was glitching so bad. I'm sorry if my camera frame just glitched or anything, and if the audio was off. Okay, I hope nothing is wrong here. Okay, technical difficulties. Moving on, hopefully we're good now. In Barnard's freshman year, she was named to the American Athletic Conference All-Academic Team and the Athletic Director's Honor Roll. She earned NFCA Second Team All-Central Region Honors and was named the American Athletic Conference Tournament Most Outstanding Player and to the All-Tournament Team. Her freshman season was highlighted by settling Wichita State single-season records for home runs at 22 and RBIs at 61. Notable performances included a 2-run home run in the NCAA Norman Regional Elimination Game against Texas A&M, a 2-run home run in the AAC Tournament Championship game against UCF, and multiple home runs in series against ECU and Kansas City. As a sophomore, she finished the season second in the nation in home runs at 33 and third in RBIs at 84, becoming one of the only 2 players in the country to hit 30-plus home runs in 2022. Her senior season statistics were remarkable. She hit a career best .397 with 12 doubles, 24 home runs, 10 stolen bases, 10 runs scored, and 48 RBIs. She was named the American Athletic Conference Championship Most Outstanding Player after hitting 7 for 9 with 6 home runs, 6 walks, and 13 RBIs in 4 games, setting tournament records for home runs and RBIs. Notable performances included hitting a first-inning 2-run home run in the semifinals against Florida Atlantic, a go-ahead grand slam against Tulsa, and a 4-for-4 game with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs against UTSA. Lauren Chamberlain from the University of Oklahoma has a total of 95 home runs in 220 games from the years 2012 to 2015. As a freshman in 2012, she set the Big 12 Conference's single season home run record, hitting 30 home runs. She finished second in the nation in home runs that year as well. She was the first freshman in Big 12 softball history to win the Big 12 Player of the Week award 3 times. And that season, she led her team in home runs, RBIs, runs scored, and total bases, second in walks, and third in batting averages, hits, doubles, and stolen bases. In 2013, Chamberlain led the nation to 4 statistical categories, including home runs per game, slugging percentage, and runs per games. She ranked in the top 10 nationally in 4 other statistical categories, including on-base percentages and batting averages. In 2014, Chamberlain only played in 39 games after she suffered a back injury in March and had a partially torn right PCL in May. In the game she did play, though, Chamberlain hit 12 home runs and led her team in on-base percentage and walks. Her 51 walks is the 6th best mark at Big 12 Conference history. Despite the time missed due to injury, she was named a third-team All-American after the season. And honestly, she probably would have gotten more home runs if she didn't have that injury. Entering 2015, Chamberlain needed 18 home runs to tie the all-time record. She led the team in 6 statistical categories, including runs, RBI, slugging percentage, and on-base percentage. She led the Big 12 Conference in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, walks, and runs per games. On April 30th, 2015, Chamberlain hit a grand slam in a game against North Texas pitcher Kenzie Grimes. With the home run, the 91st of Chamberlain's career, she moved into the sole possession of first place all-time on the NCAA career home run list. Following her senior season, Chamberlain was nominated for the Honda Cup Award and was named the Big 12 Conference Female Athlete of the Year. Obviously, next up, this is no shocker here. Tari Jennings from the University of Oklahoma has a total of 98 home runs in 249 games. She is currently still playing for Oklahoma and has been doing great in the World Series. We've talked about her multiple times. I'm excited to see how she does this weekend. She started playing in 2021 for Oklahoma. Jennings began her career going 4-for-4 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in a 29-0 victory, which is insane. During the weekend at the Minor Invitational, she was 12-for-13 with 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, 30 total bases, 8 extra base hits, and a .983 batting average. She was subsequently named Big 12 Player of the Week for the week ending in February 16th, 2021. During the Corey Marriott tournament, Jennings went 11-for-19 with a .647 batting average, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 23 total bases. She did not register a strikeout all weekend, which is insane as well. She was named Big 12 Player of the Week for the week ending March 9th, earning her 2nd weekly honor. Jennings earned her 3rd Player of the Week honor for the week ending April 7th. She also went 6-for-9 with 6 RBIs, 11 total bases, and her 16th home run of the season in a series against Kansas. Jennings then earned her 4th Player of the Week honor for the week ending April 20th. So she really just had a Player of the Month, not Player of the Week here. Jennings went 4-for-7 with 3 home runs, 13 total bases, and 5 runs scored during a series against Texas. Now, during the regular season, she ranked first in the Big 12 Conference in runs scored at 60 and RBIs at 72, and tied for first in doubles at 14 and ranked second in hits at 6. She finished the 2021 season with 27 home runs and led the nation with 92 RBIs. She was also one of the only 2 freshmen in the country named a top 10 finalist for the USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year. During her sophomore year in 2022, she batted .385 with 24 home runs, 72 RBIs, and a .888 slugging percentage. Her 24 home runs ranked her 4th in the nation, while her 72 RBIs tied for 3rd in the NCAA. Now we got, moving on to 100. More than 100 home runs. We have Carly Spade with a total of 103 home runs in 225 games from the years 2021 to 2024, playing for the Miami Redhawks. In 2021, Spade played in 50 games, making 48 starts. She earned first-team All-MAC honors and was named MAC Freshman of the Year and first-team in FCA All-Region. She finished the season with a .403 batting average, 17 home runs, and 49 RBIs, ranking 4th in school history. Her 17 home runs set a Miami record, and her .403 batting average was the 4th best for a single season in Miami history. She recorded 19 multi-hit games and had a 19-game hit streak during the season, with notable performances including 2 home runs versus Buffalo and at NIU, and a season-high 4 RBI versus Buffalo. In 2023, Spade played in and started all 59 games, earning Academic All-MAC, NFCA All-Region, Academic All-District, and MAC All-Tournament team honors. She was named the MAC Tournament MVP and First Team All-MAC, or MAC. I realize I say MAC, but it's also MAC. People pronounce it differently. I don't know. I always say MAC just because it's easier, and also because it's a makeup brand, so it's easier to remember. She was also recognized as a second-team All-American by D1 Softball. That same year, she set Miami career records in batting average at .391, runs at 177, home runs at 67, and RBIs at 180. Nationally, she ranked 4th in home runs at 22 and 6th in home runs per game at .37, finishing the season with a .359 batting average, 54 runs, 66 hits, 10 doubles, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs. In 2024, Spade played in and started all 58 games, hitting .407 with 36 home runs and 78 RBIs. She led the NCAA with a .516 on base percentage and a 1.102 slugging percentage. Her performance earned her a spot as a USA softball top 10 finalist for National Player of the Year, and she continued to rack up accolades, including First Team All-MAC, First Team All-Region, and First Team All-American honors from D1 Softball and Softball America, as well as Third Team All-American recognition from NFCA. She demonstrated her power by hitting multiple home runs in 5 different games and recording multiple RBIs in 21 games. Notable performances included 6 RBI games against Kansas City, Missouri, and Eastern Kentucky, hitting the first home run in Love Field's history, and being intentionally walked 3 times by Akron after hitting 2 home runs against them. She reached base in 40 consecutive games and drew a career-best 41 walks. Next, this isn't shocking at all, who I'm enjoying watching in the World Series. Jocelyn Alo has the most home runs, currently at 122 home runs in 267 games from the years 2018 to 2021. Oh my gosh, did I say I just realized what I said. I'm so sorry, guys. She played for the University of Oklahoma. I meant to say that I've been love watching her in past World Series games, not this year. Jeez, that was bad that I said that. Because the World Series are happening right now, especially the finals, and University of Oklahoma is in the finals. I have been very much watching a lot of highlights from past World Series, and seeing Jocelyn Alo play has been very fun to watch because she's an amazing hitter. But no, she's not playing in this World Series. Unfortunately, she is not on the team anymore, not in college anymore. So anyway, during her freshman year in 2018, Alo started all 62 games. She led the nation in home runs at 30 home runs per game, and total bases at 170, led the team in batting average at .42, RBIs at 72, and walks at 14. Her 30 home runs tied the Oklahoma single-season record and the NCAA Division I freshman single-season record. During her sophomore year in 2019, Alo started 59 games where she tied for the team lead in RBIs at 56 and ranked second in hits at 66 and on-base percentage at .484. During her senior year in 2021, Alo was named Big 12 Player of the Week for the week ending in March 16, 2021, and Oklahoma's 5 games in the last week of March of 2021. She hit 6 home runs, going 7 for 17 with 10 RBIs and 25 total bases. And then on April 3rd, 2021, Alo's 40-game hitting streak came to an end after she finished the game hitting 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Her hitting streak was the longest in Oklahoma program history and was 3 games short of all-time NCAA Division I record of 43 games set by Sarah Graziano in 1994. Following an outstanding season, she was named Big 12 Player of the Year, First Team All-Big 12, USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year, and Softball America Player of the Year. On June 5, 2021, during the 2021 Women's College World Series, Alo hit her 31st home run of the season, setting a new Oklahoma program record for home runs in a season, surpassing the previous record of 30 set by Lauren Chamberlain in 2012. And that is one of the highlights that I watched. I recommend you go search that up on YouTube. On February 20th, 2021, Alo hit her 95th career home run, tying the NCAA record. On March 11th, 2022, during the Rainbow Wahine Classic in the home state of Hawaii, she hit her 96th career home run, setting the new NCAA record, surpassing the previous record set by Lauren Chamberlain. She became the first player in NCAA Division I history to record 3 30 home run seasons. We're now going to move on to our next segment where we talk about gymnasts that are competing in the U.S. Olympic Gymnastics Trials. Before we get into that, we are going to be taking a short break like usual, so I will see you guys very soon.
For the best and latest podcasts available anywhere, go to the podcast app on your cell phone and type in GSMC to access free content-rich podcasts on health and wellness, book reviews, sports, entertainment, relationships, social media, movies, technology, finance, and even weird news. Subscribe and download the GSMC Podcast Network's family of shows, available everywhere podcasts are found.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about those that have had the most home runs in college softball, and now we're going to talk about the gymnasts that will be competing at the U.S. Gymnastics Trials. The trials will be lasting from July 28th to August 5th. The men's and women's will be competing simultaneously. There's a huge schedule for how it all works, so I recommend checking that out if you would like to see some of these athletes compete before the Olympic Games. The athletes with the highest all-around score will automatically qualify for the Olympics, and the athlete selection committee will choose the remaining 4 members of the team. During yesterday's show, I went over some of the people that qualify for the trials, and I talked about who I think is going to achieve the highest all-around score. Spoiler alert, I think it's going to be Simone Biles. Yesterday, I also talked about Sky Blakely, Jade Carey, Dulcie Kaler, Jordan Childs, Kayla Gicello, Shalise Jones, Sunisa Lee, Kalaya Lincoln, and Evelyn Lowe. So if you're interested in hearing my opinions about them, I recommend you go ahead and check out that video from yesterday. So let's just continue our conversation. The people that I did not talk about yesterday that qualify for the trials are Zoe Malomo from Metroplex Gymnastics, Hesley Rivera from Woga Gymnastics, Jocelyn Robertson from the World Champion Center, Simone Rose from the Pacific Range Gymnastics, Tiana Simona-Sekera from the World Champion Center, and Leon Wong from the University of Florida. Starting with Zoe Malomo. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. My screen keeps glitching and I'm like freaking out over it. Okay, starting with Zoe Malomo. She placed 11th in the Xfinity US Gymnastics Championship, so she was literally right there with getting in the top 10. She is particularly skilled at vault and bars, but her quote-unquote weaker events are the beam and floor, and this is an issue because the US team will probably take Simone Biles, who is known for her amazing level of difficulty and performance on the vault, as well as literally everything else, and they need someone who can carry even more on the bars and floor, and I don't know if Malomo is the right person for this. I don't know. I just don't think that this is going to be her year that she's going to make the Olympic team. I think she may be considered for an alternate position, and maybe she will end up being an alternate. But there are just so many amazing gymnasts that are kind of outperforming her in some of these competitions and are more standout competitors that I think have a better chance of being alternates than her, if that makes sense. Moving on to Hesley Rivera, she has impressed me so much recently. I really think she may be put as an alternate and possibly considered for the Olympic team. She finished in 6th in the all-around at the Xfinity Championships last weekend. The events she really dominated were the beams, bars, and vault, and her level of difficulty is great, which looks very promising to the selection committee. What does alarm me is that last year at the Xfinity Championship, she won the all-around gold as well as titles on the uneven bars and balance beam, but she did not go to the Olympics at all, even as an alternate. But she was 12 years old at the time, I believe, so that makes sense that she wasn't on the team, I guess. She's 16 years old now, and so she's still super young. So I don't think she'll be considered for the team, but rather maybe as an alternate. Whether or not she's on the team this year as an alternate, I think that if she continues training at this level, she will be on the Olympic team in the 2028 Olympics for sure. Jocelyn Robertson. I absolutely love her. She is so little yet powerful. She reminds me so much of Shawn Johnson. I'm really hoping that she's going to be picked as an alternate. I don't think she will be picked for the team though. At the Xfinity Championship, she literally flew on the bars and did amazing on the vault and floor. She literally flies in the air and has so much power. She also is super creative and performative, which sets her apart from a lot of the other competitors. She finished in 10th last weekend, which was a good spot, but I don't think it secured her spot to be considered at the moment for the Olympic team. You never know at the trials. She also has never been to the Olympics before, but she did achieve a third place finish in the all-around at the Winter Cup in 2022. Next, we have Simone Rose. She is 16 years old, and just like Rivera, I don't think she's going to be considered for the Olympic team because of her age. Also, yesterday when I talked about Dulcie Kaler, who is 16 years old, I said basically the same thing, but because I also mentioned her age, it seems Kaler has a lower level of difficulty, which has put some of her scores down despite performing flawlessly. And that kind of goes the same with Simone Rose. She doesn't have the same level of difficulty as some of the other people going to the trials, which will be a disadvantage for her. But at the Xfinity Championship, she placed 12th, and the level of difficulty on the bars and floors was really good. Her level of difficulty for both was 5.4 for one day and 5.3 for another day, so that was where a lot of the other competitors that placed and the top 8 were around relatively. So because of that, I think Rose has a bit more of a chance to be considered for an alternate position rather than Dulcie Kaler. Still, I don't know. I'm very much rooting for these 16 years old going into these competitions, but this is going to be a huge year for all of them. You have to remember that. This is a huge time for them. This is going to be a moment where they can prove themselves, and hopefully they can maybe get a spot as an alternate, but you have to remember how competitive it is to get an alternate position as well, because you can only have 4 alternates. Next, we got Tiana Suminasegura. I really think she's going to be an alternate on the team. She finished in 9th last weekend. She is particularly known for the floor, and I feel like the selection team may consider her as an alternate for that event. She was not at the previous Olympics, but she trains for the World Champion Center, and so she's training with Simone Biles and Jordan Childs, and she has built on some of their skills that have proved her to be a good contender for the Olympic team last weekend. She is beautiful and very artistic-y and has beautiful feet and long legs. If the USA team wants to go for more dynamic and diversity in their team, she would be a really good asset. And what I mean by that is you have people like Simone Biles who are more muscular and tiny, whereas Tiana Suminasegura is very much longer, beautiful feet, beautiful legs, like a dancer. And if you want to have that dynamic and versatility, I think it would be great to consider both of them on the team, if that makes sense. Lastly, we have Leanne Wong. She placed 8th in the all-around last weekend, and I really think she's going to be considered for an alternate position and maybe even be considered for a spot on the team. Also in February of this year, she scored a perfect 10 against LSU and earned the title of SEC Gymnast of the Week. She's very fit for the Olympics, and she's clearly very skilled on the floor. So here's one of the biggest things, though. She won the silver medal in the all-around and bronze and floor exercise at the World Championships in 2021, and she was an alternate for the U.S. Olympic team for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics that were held in 2021, so the same year. If she was already an alternate, I think there's a huge chance that she will either be an alternate again this year or be on the team. And she really has only improved even more these past couple of years, so it would be unwise for Team USA to not have her be part of the team in some way, Now that we just got through everyone, I wanted to show y'all what my ideal and perfect team would look like if I was the selection committee. The Olympic team is comprised of 5 athletes and up to 4 alternates, so here is what my team would look like / this is who I would pick. For the actual team, I would first have Simone Biles. Imagine if I didn't say Simone Biles. Imagine if I just didn't have her on my team at all. That would be really funny. I feel like that'd be kind of like a plot twist. She's the best gymnast in the world, in my opinion. Her level of difficulty is out of this world, and she can carry the points just with that. Also, she's got a proven track record and could act as a mentor for the other gymnasts, considering she's competed at the Olympics before and is also in a lot of high-level competitions. Okay, I'm not going to go over her much because literally she's the best gymnast out there. I feel like I don't need to do that much explaining for her. Moving on, my next pick would be Sky Blakely. Blakely has demonstrated her prowess as an all-around gymnast, excelling in multiple apparatus. Her balance and versatility make her a strong contender for any event. She has those long, beautiful legs and feet like a dancer, which contrasts to Biles, who is more powerful like a Shawn Johnson type gymnast. I would want a very versatile, diverse, and dynamic team, so I would look for different strengths and features in each gymnast. Also, she placed 2nd at the Xfinity Championship, so she is right there with Biles. Next, I would have Jordan Childs. Actually, I just realized my presentation is in this order. It's in Jade Carey. Next, I would have Jade Carey. Okay, so she won the gold medal on floor exercise at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and she's known for her high difficulty routines, particularly on vault and floor exercise. Carey has shown that she can deliver under pressure, as evidenced by her Olympic gold and strong performances in other major international competitions. She has shown much improvement in the recent years, and she was a standout at the collegiate level as well. So I already spoiled who I would pick next, but also this is not really in any particular order, although I would have, if it had to be in an order, obviously I would have Simone Biles first pick, but this is not really in any order. Like Jade Carey and Jordan Childs, I would have them like interchangeably in the same order, you know what I mean, like if I'm picking them. Okay, but like I said, Jordan Childs. Okay, first, Jordan Childs will be the biggest cheerleader and mentor for the team, but also Childs is known for her consistency across all apparatuses. She can be relied upon to deliver strong performances in vault, uneven bars, balance beam, and floor exercise, making her a versatile asset to the team. She has a lot of spice into her routines, especially for her floor routines, where she has fun little movements that show off her personality, and I think that would bring a lot of diversity to the USA team. It would set the team apart from many other teams at the game, so I think it would be like also a kind of performance-wise, like for the judges at the Olympics to be like, okay, this is different, you know? Lastly, on the team, I would pick Sunisa Lee, obviously. This one doesn't need much explaining either. She won the gold medal in the all-around competition at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and also secured a bronze medal on uneven bars and was a crucial member of the US team that won silver in the team event. I feel like it's very obvious that I would pick her on the team, and I think she should be an automatic selection for the team. Like, they should already be like, okay, Simone Biles and Sunisa Lee, they're already on the team. Like, that's not even like not even a discussion. Like, they're already on the team. Now we have to get to our more tricky selections, the alternates. I can only pick 4 alternates here, and geez, I struggled with this. I was going to pick 5, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to stick with 4. I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to really pretend like I'm on the selection committee. Sorry, guys. Okay. First, I would pick Kayla Cicello. She's a powerhouse, all-around gymnast. She shines on every apparatus, making her super versatile. Remember her stunning performances at the Junior World Championships. There you go. She's also a regular top finisher at national competitions like the US Gymnastics Championships. Her ability to consistently deliver strong routines under pressure is exactly what you want in an alternate. Plus, she's got international experience, which is a huge plus when you're dealing with the big stage. Next, I would pick Jocelyn Robertson. If you've seen her on vault and floor, you know this girl brings power and precision. She's a beast on vault and has this dynamic flair and floor exercise that grabs high scores. Her recent medals at events like the DTB, Pole Team Challenge, and the Pan American Championships prove she can handle the heat here. Her ability to stay cool and deliver when it counts makes her a great backup for any situation. Then there's Tiana Sumanasekera, who's been killing it on the balance beam and floor exercise. She's really come into her own lately, showing significant improvement. Her performances at the US Championships and the Pan American Championships were top-notch. What's exciting about Sumanasekera is that she's on an upward trajectory, meaning she's only going to get better. Plus, her teamwork at international events shows she's ready to step in and support the squad whenever needed. Lastly, Leanne Wong is another strong contender. She's got that perfect blend of skills on uneven bars and balance beam. Leanne Wong's experience is a huge asset, because she was an alternate for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and has performed brilliantly at the World Championships, helping the team secure gold. So, I mean, if she's already an alternate before, I think she'd be a perfect selection again. Competing for the University of Florida, she's been a star in NCAA Gymnastics too. Her balanced skill set and consistent performances make her a solid choice for any lineup. She better be on the team or an alternate, or I'm literally gonna cry. Now we're going to move on to our next segment where we talk about predictions for the NCAA D1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon. welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the gymnasts competing at the U.S. Olympic Trials, and now we're going to talk about I'm so sorry. We're going to talk about some predictions for the NCAA D1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. The championships are being held from June 5th to June 8th, but the men's and women's events are being held simultaneously. So the first day for the women's events is tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so you should catch that after the show today. And then the second day for women is being held June 8th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's start with the field events. I usually always start with the running events. So we're switching up today. We're doing the field events first. Okay, so starting with the hammer event, Shelby Moran may be able to win this. She recently secured her second consecutive Pac-12 title with a throw of 225 feet 8 inches or 68.80 meters, demonstrating her dominance in the event. Moran's consistency and continuous improvement are evident from her top performance at the Trident Invitational, where she achieved a throw of 65.31 meters. Currently ranked 4th in the NCAA for the 2024 season with a best throw of 66.62 meters, Moran stands as one of the best elite throwers in the nation. For the shot put, Jada Ross has a good chance of winning. Oh, there we go. Ross is currently one of the highest ranked shot putters in the NCAA, frequently leading to national competitions. Her ability to consistently throw distances that are competitive on the world stage set her apart from her peers. She recently claimed the Pac-12 shot put title with a commanding throw of 19.01 meters, winning the event by over 7 feet. This victory at a major conference championship demonstrates her competitive edge and readiness for national competition. Her participation in high-level competitions, including the NCAA U23 Championships and the USA Championships, has provided her with valuable experience competing against top-tier athletes. For the discus, we got Elida Van Dalen, who has been breaking records and consistently outperforming her peers throughout the season. She set a new personal school and meet record of the Pepsi Florida Relays with a throw of 61.84 meters, making her the first female athlete in her school's history to surpass the 200-foot and 60-meter mark in the discus throw. Her achievements don't stop there. Van Dalen further improved her personal best to 62.23 meters at the Trident Invitational, solidifying her position at the top of the NCAA rankings for 2024. This consistency in breaking records and improving her performance underlines her exceptional skill and preparedness for high-stakes competitions. Next, we have Leanna Davidson for the javelin. She recently secured her 4th javelin title of the season at a Tom's Jones Memorial with a throw of 57.26 meters, showcasing her consistent top-tier performance and ranking second in the nation. Davidson's impressive achievements include a season best throw of 57.89 meters at the SEC Outdoor Championships, where she successfully defended her title, making her the first Texas A&M female athlete to repeat in the javelin event and the first women's competitor to secure back-to-back crowns in the event since 2010. Her track record also includes, oh my gosh, wait, that's kind of funny, track record. That's a funny pun, right? Okay. Anyway, her track record also includes a silver medal at the NCAA Outdoor Championships with a personal best mark of 58.78 meters. Moving on to the pole vault, Hannah Mole. Hannah Mole has had an exceptional season, highlighted by her first NCAA title in the pole vault at the 2024 Indoor Championships, where she cleared 4.60 meters. This victory marked the first individual NCAA track and field title for the University of Washington women since 2012. Mole's consistency and ability to perform under pressure were further showcased at the Mount Sac Relays, where she set a new meet record with a vault of 4.60 meters again. Additionally, her international experience, including winning gold at the 2022 World Junior Championships with a clearance of 4.35 meters, adds to her competitive edge and mental fortitude. Okay, Akelia Smith for the long jump. Smith, a standout at the University of Texas, secured the NCAA outdoor long jump title in 2023 with a remarkable leap of 7.08 meters, the second best mark in collegiate history. Her consistent excellence continued into the 2024 season, where she produced a world-leading jump of 6.85 meters, further showcasing her dominance in the event. Lastly, for the field, we have Lamara Distant for the high jump. At the 2024 SEC Indoor Championship, she became the first collegiate to clear 2.0 meters, setting a new NCAA indoor high jump record and securing her third consecutive SEC indoor high jump title. Distance consistent excellence continued at the Commonwealth Games, where she won the women's high jump with the clearance of 1.95 meters, defeating world-class competitors and further demonstrating her ability to perform on the international stage. So this is going to be a good competition for her. Now let's talk about the sprinting events. For the 100-meter dash, I think that Jaden Mays is going to win this. At the 2024 Pac-12 Championship, she won the 100 meters with a meet record time of 11.01 seconds and also claimed victory in the 200 meters with a time of 22.46 seconds. Her blend of speed, consistency, and competitive experience makes her a top pick for this event for sure. For the 100-meter hurdles, Grace Stark. Stark is a standout at the University of Florida, and she's had a remarkable season so far. She recently set a personal best in NCAA leading time of 12.56 seconds in the 100-meter hurdles, solidifying her position as one of the top hurdlers in the nation. Stark's achievement extends beyond this season. She has a history of top finishes, including being an NCAA indoor champion in the 60-meter hurdles and consistently ranking among the top hurdles in both the combination of indoor and outdoor events. And then her speed, technique, and competitive experience makes her a strong contender for the NCAA championships this year. So I have a lot of confidence in her. For the 200-meter dash, Mackenzie Long, no shocker here. It's hard to pick against Mackenzie Long after her 22.03 at the SEC Championships and 22.1 at East Regionals. Also, Long's achievements include winning the 200-meter dash at the LSU Invitational with a win-legal season best time of 22.21 seconds, which ranks tied for the NCAA lead this season. Moving on to the 400 meters, we got Nikisha Price. Price, representing the University of Arkansas, has consistently delivered outstanding performances throughout the season. She recently set a world-leading and personal best time of 49.72 seconds at the SEC Outdoor Championships. Price's accomplishments include winning the Jamaican national title in the 400 meter in 2023, where she set a personal best time of 50.21 seconds. This victory not only marked her as one of the fastest in Jamaica, but also highlighted her ability to perform under pressure on significant stages. Rachel Glenn for the 400-meter hurdles. She recently clocked a U.S. leading and career best time of 54.91 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles, making a triumphant return to the event since her last appearance at the 2022 SEC Championships. She has those long legs that help her, especially in this event. So, she's got the long legs that can help her sprint, but then also jump over the hurdles at the same time. The hurdles is one of the most impressive events to me because, how do you run that fast and then also, jump over those hurdles at the same time? That's insane to me. Now, let's talk about the mid-distance events. Michaela Rose for the 100 meters. Rose has set numerous records and achieved impressive times throughout her collegiate career. In 2024, she recorded a world-leading time of 1 minute and 58.37 seconds at the Brian Clay Invitational, which is one of the fastest times in NCAA history. This performance adds to her repertoire of sub-2-minute runs, solidifying her place among the best in collegiate history. And then for the 1500 meters, we got Maya Ramsden. Also no shocker here. In 2023, Ramsden secured the NCAA title in the 1500 meters with a personal best time of 4 minutes and 8.60 seconds, showcasing her ability to perform under pressure and against strong competition. To add, Ramsden's success is not limited to NCAA competition. She has also excelled on the international stage, representing New Zealand and breaking national records there. At the 2024 World Indoor Championship, she set a New Zealand national record with a time of 4 minutes and 6.51 seconds, further cementing her status as a world-class athlete. For the 3,000 meter steeplechase, Doris Lemgall. This is also one of my favorite events because it is so different than all the other events. I feel like this is such a contrast to them. Competing for Alabama, Lemgall has already made a significant impact in the sport, setting a meet and facility record with a time of 9 minutes and 28.21 seconds at the SEC Outdoor Championships. This performance marked the first gold medal in the event for Alabama at the SEC Championships. She might be a freshman, but there's no doubt in my mind that she is one of the best steeplechasers in NCAA history for sure. Moving on to the long distance events, we have Parker Valby for the 5,000 meters and the 10,000 meters. In 2024, Valby broke her own NCAA indoor record in the 5,000 meters, setting a new mark of 14 minutes and 52.79 seconds at the NCAA Indoor Championships. And then also she set a new U.S. collegiate record in the 10,000 meters with a time of 30 minutes and 50.43 seconds at the Brian Clay Invitational. She is just way ahead of everybody. This is no shock that this is being a prediction here. Like, I really think she's going to take home those first place positions in both of those events. So that concludes our show for today. Thank you guys so much for, oh my goodness, I just realized I never changed the title here. I'm sorry, that like annoyed me that I didn't. So that concludes our show for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you guys once again, and have a wonderful day.
Let's go.